Hey everybody, this is Greg Ricks from BassFuzz.com here with another pedal review for you today. I've got the Big Muff Bass Pie from Electro-Harmonix. It just came in the mail the other day, and since it's kind of a hot item, I thought I'd just bust it out. So here we are with the Big Muff Bass Pie. If you haven't had a Big Muff before, this one features the 3 standard knobs that you'll see on them. It's a volume knob, a tone knob, which is kind of a frequency shift, and sustain, which is fuzz. It's more than that, but that's pretty much the long and short of it. There's also a new switch here. It's a 3-position switch. Up is bass boost, middle is normal mode, and then finally the bottom is dry. I'll discuss each of these modes as I go through. Input over here, output over here. There's also a dry out, so if you're bi-amping or otherwise trying to mix signals dry and affected, you can do that using this nice little guy there. This is not to be confused with this dry label here. I think they made a mistake when they put this pedal together. By demarcating these things the same. This situation with dry and this switch is in no way related to that. This is always dry out, pedal on, pedal off, any condition. This is always dry out. This dry actually introduces a dry signal to the effects channel. Now this is a standard kind of I'm going to say a percentage of volume style dry introduced in. You'll hear it when I get to play with it. Standard XO Electro-Harmonix case size and everything. It's got DC power in Boss style connector with takes battery, fun things like that. You have to forgive me, I'm just a hair out of practice. I've been involved in a songwriting challenge, and it's not really been conducive to me doing bass fuzz reviews. But like a bad monkey or an ugly penny, I return. So today I've got this pedal into my JDI, into my mixing board, which all goes magically into the Apple behind, and then we make the movie. So I've got my Squier P bass as usual. Squier. P bass. And then with the muff. This is let's start in normal mode here, and we'll just put all the knobs straight up. A little bit of a volume cut for us. Yeah. I've noticed that the normal mode there in the middle, 2 things about it. One, it is a volume cut from Unity, Equity, whatever. But additionally, it's supposed to be the normal muff, and I don't think it quite achieves that. Anyway, I'll ramble on. So here, just a little sound with this guy. that's normal mode, flipping around and whatnot. Not quite as aggressive as a normal Big Muff, I would say, though close. Doesn't quite feature some of the same really rich harmonics I can seem to get out of like the Little Big Muff. But it does sound good. I'm not suggesting otherwise. It's just not quite the same, which is what EHX seemed to be suggesting. So, anyway, let's get back to the Muff here. Let's move up into bass boost mode. Now, one, it's louder, so we're going to get to turn down. We're not clipping. The bass boost mode, EHX says, is best used on the upper half of the treble portion, and I have to agree with that assessment. Here, if we go down, we turn the tone down. It seems it's a little muddy and indistinct. It doesn't have a lot of bite to it, really, when you compare it to, like, that's the bass boost mode. Again, with the tone knob up, it adds kind of bass back in, is what it feels like. I find that this mode actually has probably more similarities in when you get the knobs right to a traditional either Little Big Muff or an American Big Muff. That's just my feeling. I don't have one right here right now to directly compare. The last mode on here is probably the one that's going to catch most attention. It's a blended mode. It's a little unusual though, because you're not allowed to control the blend in any way. So you set it on dry. Again, this has no impact on the dry out. It's just the dry mode. So there is a dry introduction to the sound. Okay, so it's like little fuzz scattered around the outside edges of your clean sound. Now, if we play with the volume, the blended sound stays in the same relation. So it really leads me to believe that there's kind of basically a percentage of the volume is always represented by the clean. So you're saying, well, how do I blend it? Well, you can't. You can't say more clean, more fuzz. The way the tone knob and then the sustain knob kind of work is it emphasizes one area more than the other. So turn down. So still getting the clean sound through, but we can kind of change the emphasis. There's no grit at all there. Go to bassfuzz.com. I've got audio samples with a number of different basses, and I tell you, because of that clean signal introduction, it sounds very different with the basses in those settings. So, and then I've got a breakdown on construction, set of pictures, some other stuff. Any question you got, I'm willing to answer. Just let me know. Bassfuzz.com. Bassfuzz.com.